Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to round 4 for Group A of this YouTubers tournament. I tell you one thing, this has been absolutely huge, bigger than I thought it could be. The amount of videos that are coming out, the amount of subscribers that are coming in. I mean, I've gained like 70 odd subscribers in a few days. It's ridiculous. And of course, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so, because obviously the bigger the channel gets, the more it helps me, the more publicity it gets, and the more tournaments I'll be able to host in theory. So, as you can see, we have TzuDevil versus Zardar. We then have Jenna on occasion versus Ragnarok. And yeah, BlackIron versus Shadow Online Gaming. We're going to quickly jump straight to the map and then we'll get to the first round. Panning from west to east, this is a very popular map that will really put our players to the challenge. As you can see, the players deploy from the west and east side, both kind of on a low slope, and there's a massive hill in the middle. Also, you have two large hills either side, causing a more of a valley effect. It is just a massive open plains, but you do have lots of woodland, especially on the higher hill with the tower. So there is plenty of tactics that can be done. You can secure the high ground, you can try and outmaneuver your enemy, you can try and surprise them with vanguard and such. It's going to be a very interesting challenge for the players to play on this map. Very popular one, because it brings a bit of everything to the mix. So let's see how our players do on this one. So for the first battle, we have TzuDevil using his Toon Kings and Zardar using his Lizard Men. Let's see how they do on the first battle. As mentioned before, a very popular map for these players, as this map provides a variety of different environments and challenges to play on, advantages to have and disadvantages to avoid. We'll go through the two armies. It has to be stated, both of these armies are technically illegal for the tournament, but since it's the only time it happened, and both players were fine with the result, and they both made a mistake, and it was a very entertaining battle, I allowed it. So if you're wondering, hang on, but the rules state this, yeah, but wait, to be fair, I couldn't be bothered to get them to redo it. The battle was great. They both made mistakes, and they were both happy with the end result, so no complaints. Right, armies then. We have 4 units of skeleton warriors in their blocks, and this is where the mistake is. You got a Hero Titan here, and a Necro Sphinx here. You're meant to only allowed one of these, I believe. They're both too powerful to have together, but never mind. We then have, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of skeleton spearmen at the back here. We also have a Necrotech on a chariot, which has been very helpful. And we also have Cetra the Imperishable on his War Sphinx, very nice. On the flank, the Toon Kings also have this massive formation, 4 units of carrion there. Absolutely brilliant. Great to scout out this high hill. Make sure the Lizard Men aren't doing anything sneaky. And then we'll go over here to the Lizard Men. So this army actually had too few units. It's meant to be a minimum of 250. This is like 180. But again, it's all big monsters and that, so we allowed it. You have 2 units of Temple Guard, 2 units of Croc Guards. We then have, that's not Croc Guards, is it? Croxigors, that's it, and that's Croxguard. We got it right eventually. We also have an Ancient Stegodon over here, and an Ancient Stegodon over there, with a Skin Priest of Beast, is he on foot? Oh, all these lizards are big dinosaurs, and he has to go on foot. Never mind. So, yes, we'll get this battle underway. Nice 6-minute one. So, those are actually looking, apart from like the Ancient Stegodons, there's no range. As far as I can see, yeah, there is no range in this battle because archers are for the weak and we don't have time for that. We've got to get straight in with the head cracking, which I think is exactly what's going to happen. We will fast forward this because, as I said, the Carrion are getting into a good position here. There's a Ferramentacle coming in to assist the Lizard Men. Of course, yeah, I believe he's got some range, hasn't he? I saw some sorts going. There goes the Ancient Stegodon straight into the Skeleton Archers. Here comes the Carrot. Oh, this will be interesting. I mean, he's already taken quite a bit of damage. Oh, dear. Oh, that's what you call having a bad day. Be interesting to see. He's immediately becoming enraged, but we should focus on the skeletons here because engagement has come in, and oh, look at there are skeletons flying everywhere, people. Absolutely everywhere. Cetra's getting in to get Crocscar. This is an epic duel right here, guys. Right here. Oh, but here comes the Titan now. Got the Skeleton Spearman flanking around to get the Ancient Stegodon. There goes the first regen, because they've been really badly smashed up. There is the Necrosphinx cutting through there with the Ancient Stegodon on Temple Guard. I'm pretty sure this guy was making a Crocsguard, but he's having fun with the little guys. But this is a battle of giants, as you can see. They're a massive unit in it, which is brilliant. Looks like the Karen have won that, and they've also gone at the Skink Priest and winning that engagement tonight. Crocsguard taking quite a bit of damage there. As you see, there goes another wave of regen, which is not going to be good for Lizman. The Lizman and Crocsguards have won that one there. The Necrotech's hiding in the woods there, probably for the best. Karen chasing them down. They're coming back now, so they're going to cause massive headaches. But sure, on this flank, I'd like to see the Lizardmen winning. They've just got basic skeletons here. They've an Ancient Stegodon on Temple Guard and Crocsguards. They're going to hack through that nicely. But Crocsguard is making a run for it because he's taking so much damage. And all three of the beasties are coming after him. I mean, he's trying to get the Necrotech, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, there you go, 44%. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. Is he going to fall? I think he is, guys. He is going to go down. I mean, how can you stand up against all these monsters? And down he goes. So the Tomb Kings have taken out their general, one of their big hitters. They're now moving in. The Karen, of course, are all hectic, though they seem to be just instantly breaking as soon as they make contact, which is a bit odd. But yeah, now it's down to the Ancient Stegodons and Crocsguards to hold against all of these Tomb Kings. Oh, good chariot charge coming in here. Well, it would have been if these weren't so heavy. Got some spearmen trying to hold there. I believe there was a group of skeletons that just gone. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. And then peppering them as they fall. But here comes the big guys now, smashing through the Lizardmen formation. And it is just going to be a matter for the Tomb Kings now to just focus on one group, then move down, focus on one group, move down, focus on one group. Though it does look like this one's going in the Tomb King's favour as well. It's not looking very good for the Lizardmen now. We've got some Rampage in there. The Temple Guard trying to hold. The Ancient Stegodon is actually doing alright. He's up against Skeleton Spearmen. He's just stomped all of them. In he comes now, charging against Cetra, because if you can take him out, would do some serious damage. You don't get to often see this guy in action, so it's good to see him. Mainly probably because you can't use that and that, and people would rather have the Necrosphinx. But yeah, now it is all coming down. Oh dear. That's leadership dropping quite badly now. Here comes Crocsguards from that side though. Crocsguards, I've got that right eventually. Yeah, as you can see, the Lizardmen have pretty much what. Oh, the summoned Usurpti have come on this side to try and get this Ancient Stegodon with the Spearman. Don't know if he's able to get away, but the Temple Guard will move up. This Ancient Stegodon is taking quite a bit of damage at half health, and as you can see, all these big guys are just going to take him down really quickly. Leadership is plummeting now. Necrotech probably doing some buffs. Oh, we got some more powers going down on the Temple Guard there. There we go. They're all starting to break on this side now. Even the Ancient Stegodon, unfortunately. So it is coming down to, I think, the favour is going down to the Tomb Kings now. As they smash the Lizardmen out. We've got a flock of Doom coming down. I can't see that doing much on these big constructs. This Stegodon is going to try and run away, or as run away as this thing can. But the Necrosphinx is not letting it go. There goes Cetra's turning around because he's not needed. They should be able to finish that off. There he goes. He's down, so now the Necrosphinx is good to go again. The one over here is being swarmed by Spearmen and Usurpti and Karen, so he can't really go anywhere, and it's just getting hacked down slowly, unfortunately. And there's a last, oh, nice bit of laser work there. This little group here hasn't got long to go, 30 seconds remaining, and as you can see, they're all breaking. The Tomb Kings have the heal, and there we go. That's the end of that round. So you see, the army size difference is absolutely huge. 184, should have been at least 250. But again, both sides were happy with the result. It was a good battle. So why not? So we kept it. So TzuDevil won 20. Cetra got 22 kills. Necrotech got 2. The Skeleton Wars, as expected, pretty much nothing. But they got the regen up and held them in place where the big guys did their job. Spearmen, 5, 1, 7, 2, and 2. The Karents, hit and miss, 6, 0, 3, 0. But the big guys, as you see, 14 and 20 kills. But they were so few in number that that's enough to do some serious damage. Kroxgar got 38 kills. The Sling Priest of Beasts got 8. The Temple Guard, very respectable, 108 and 135. And the Kroxagars got 114 and 85. The Ancient Stegodons, 141 and 119. But that was all because it was just cheap skeletons. Didn't matter. All this is cannon fodder. It is those 3 units that did all the damage. So a brilliant game by them two there. Slightly off what the tournament should be, but the main thing is the rules are a guideline more than a strict rules. So if both players are happy and it's a great game, I'm happy to use it. So fantastic play from both of them. Now let's go have a look at the second battle for round 4, which is Janet on occasion using Wood Elves against Ragnarok and his Bretonia. Here we go then. Here is Janet with his Wood Elf army. As you can see, taking the high ground, a bit like the Lizardmen do. Bretonia all the way at the back there. That's an interesting setup. All the way back there against Wood Elves with range. I can understand. So we'll go through the Wood Elves first. We got a couple units of Dryads there. We also have good old Dufu there. And that's not Dufu, that's a Branch Wraith. So a lot of trees at the front. A lot of trees. Janet likes to be green, you see. We then have 2 Eternal Guard on the flanks with shields, 3 units of War Dancers, yeah, and then we got 2 units of War Dancers with the spears. And on the flank, hidden in the woods, fantastic. This is what we like to see. 2 units of the Sisters of the Fawn, a solid choice in this tournament. Now if we go on the Bretonia side, we have 4 units of Battle Pilgrims, 5 units of Peasant Bowmen Archers, 2 Trebuchets. We also have on the flanks, I believe it's 4 units of Spearmen at Arms with shields. Quite heavily chevroned up, actually. And we also have King Lun leading the forces. And in the woods on this side, and this is what I meant by the map, the fact that you can do so much with it, we have 2 units of Knights of the Realm. Let's get started. It's only 5 minutes. And Bretonia outnumber the Wood Elves by quite a margin. That's expected. See how Janet goes, because there's a lot of ranged in this as well. A lot of ranged units. The Trebuchets, the Archers, and he's got to get through. But if he can get through, hopefully his better troops will be able to do the damage. So I'm going to speed it up a bit, because as you can see, they've just got to march across an open field. Bretonia get into a better position. See, the Trebuchets are moving. They should be firing. They're in range. They shouldn't be, yeah, it's moving like that. Probably wasted at least a shot or 2. In comes the first shots though, and it's a miss. Can the others get very little damage from the Trebuchets here. Very little damage. Sisters of the Fawn over here, though not sure. They must have got hit by a Trebuchet, because they've taken some damage from somewhere, but we're not entirely sure where. As you see, the Knights of the Realm over there are ready to deploy in, but it's going to be all about matter of time, because they're quite far up the hill. So really, you want them, if you can, get them here, because when you need them, they're in. Like Janet on occasion is doing. He's getting his forces in position. In come the Archers, but unfortunately, where's just normal Archers, not fire? If this was fire, this would have been a different scene. We're getting some hits now on the War Dancers there. Doing a little bit here and there. They're doing a lot of damage, but can you imagine if this was fire? That would do so much damage. And here comes the Sisters of Fawn doing some harassment, taking on the Peasant Bowmen, so they're now focused on them. But now the Tree Branch is getting in. We have a Shield of Thorns being dropped on them as they charge straight into the Spearmen there. Battle Pilgrims also moving up. Very nice. Durfu getting in there with his friend over there hiding. Yep, the Branch Wraith. We're guaranteed to see some Flocks of Doom, because it's Janet on occasion's favourite spell of all time. I believe that's it. Yeah, of course it is. He likes that spell. As you can see, though, the Sisters of Fawn have taken a lot of damage here. The Trebuchets trying to take these out. That's not going to do much. But we have another Shield of Thorns being dropped, and they are beating through the Bretonia. But here comes the Knights of the Realm coming to turn this home, because this flank is being smashed by the Wood Elves. So these Bretonia need to get in there. And but these are War Dancers of Spears. This is not going to end well. They're charging straight through. They'll try to break them. Keep on going as well. Very valiant charge straight through. In comes the Sisters of the Fawns to try and counter this. But these are all internal guard and spearmen, so they should cut through. And you see they're doing a lot of damage. Durfu is now smashing up the Trebuchets because they were made out of his brethren, and he is bitter about the whole thing. The King has landed as well to try and assist the Knights of the Realm. Oh, oh, that was a nice hit there. But see, this flank is just gone now, and this is all in the Wood Elves' favour. I mean, you've got some guys trying to hold, but they'll just be cut down, and these are broken. Another Flock of Doom on the main bulk of the Petunia. As you can see, that group's gone now. The Knights of the Realm, that was a group. These guys are trying to hold the line, but I don't think it really matters at this point. So that did a lot of damage. A lot of damage, and we got an Earthblood. So not only did Petunia just take all the damage, Wood Elves are heathen. I hate Wood Elves. There goes the King there. He is starting to waver, but that's because he tried to take him on. Pardon me, sorry. 1-on-1. And as you see, Petunia are now starting to, yeah, Mustafar and Merisma being dropped on them as well. The infantry, I'm surprised they've held that long. Doing rather well. But you see the back line, Wood Elves are just taking them out, chasing them down, firing down any resistance left. Got 30 seconds left. As you can see, the balance power is now going into the Wood Elves' favour. We've got another valiant charge from the Knights of the Realm coming in, seeing if they can do as much damage as they can. But you see, this flank's now gone to the Wood Elves, and they come against them. The Sisters of Thorn. But it's very little, too late. There goes the King. The King has now shattered, and the rest of Petunia will follow, and the Wood Elves will take the field. Right. So, Durfu with 63 kills, the Branch Wave 13, the Dryads 36 and 53. You have the Eternal Guard of Spears 33 40. The War Dancers, as expected, especially against Battle Pilgrims, now 91, 84 and 85. The War Dancers 33 and 38, and the Sisters of Thorn 8 and 13, but they did great throwing off the Petunias, getting those flanks in, getting, you know, it's been a nuisance. Did a great job, and of course their abilities helping the others as well. The King only got 8 kills. Spearman at Arms got shot down really quickly. 2, 12, 7, 1. Battle Crims did a little bit better. 31, 27, 18, and 7. The Archers 5, 12, 5, 6, and 1. Now, if he got rid of one of these and got Fire Archers, they would have just been destroyed. If he fired on Durfu, they would have just burnt. Would have been beautiful, but unfortunately not. And the Knights of the Realm 32 and 44, very respectable, being they weren't in that long. Tried to save the day, but it just wasn't enough. And the Trebuchet 16 and 28, but again did not get their worth out of them, unfortunately. We'll move on now to the final one, which has got Wood Elves again. Damn Wood Elves. BlackIron himself will be using the Wood Elves, and I will be taking on them with the Tomb Kings. Let's get to it. Right, the third and final battle will be against myself with the Tomb Kings and BlackIron of the Wood Elves. As you can see, I've got a good front line here of the Nakara Warriors. Not much for shielded against Wood Elves, but my thing is just charging them, cut them in with lots of swords. We then have Cetra the Impenetrable on his mighty... There we go, War Sphinx, that's the word. We also have the Regiment Renowned, Chosen of the God, with the Great Bows, a Casket of Souls, because I just love that model. And we have a couple units of Skeleton Archers on either flank. These guys are covered from the rear with Skeleton Spearmen and Ushabti. We also have a couple of hidden forces on the right flank down the hill. We have 2 units of Skeleton Horsemen, and on the left flank, which isn't doing so well as you can already see, is 1 unit of Skeleton Horsemen and a Tomb Scorpion. So we'll go over the Wood Elves. You've got the Wild Riders here who spawned on top of said Skeleton Horsemen. You also have a couple of units of Way Watchers up on the hill. The main Wood Elf force is a front line of Eternal Guard with shields. We've got some Eternal Guard and the flanks there. A couple of units of Grey Guard with the Hagbane tips. 2 units of War Dancers at the back, and War Dancers with the Spears as the final line. We also have hidden in the woods over here a Spell Singer of Life. Oh, and let's not forget the Giant Eagle with the Glade Lord on. That's kind of important. Let's play. So we'll focus mainly over here as the Tomb Kings get in position, and so do the Wood Elves over there. Bit of a warm-up battle here. As you can see, the Skeleton Horsemen have been completely decimated straight away because of the Wild Riders. The Tomb Scorpion's having a good time rolling about. He is literally playing with the horses, but he's not going to last very long either with the Way Watchers cutting them down. Here we go, I've got the Skeleton Horsemen trying to get a charge in because they can do a lot more damage against these guys, and then the Cavalry, so they're charging in there. Nice hit there, but I think that's pretty much all they're going to achieve in that battle. But as you can see, a nice bit of damage straight on that. There you go, all the Cavalry's gone on that side, but we did do a nice bit of damage, so cost effective, probably not. Here you go. These guys are now falling back away from the Tomb Scorpion. That's very slow. There goes the Glade Lords. Shooting him in the face very nicely there. And the Way Watchers are getting into position. Meanwhile, main lines are still lining up. I'm securing the hill. And as you can see, we've got the Castigate of Souls coming in here. Getting a nice volley off. And mostly missing. Good job, guys. Cavalry here got themselves into a position. Go with them, but I can't see the spell singer there, so I don't realise he's there at this time. Kind of just waiting for them to position up a bit. Tomb Scorpion, as you can see, is just being... Oh, and it's been netted as well. So, yeah, he's out of the match. And then these guys can come down the flank here. Now we've got the main lines are moving forward. The Tomb King's getting into position. Spearmen are moving there in case anyone tries to flank with the cavalry. Yep, there they are, the Wild Riders. Trying to get in there. Archers giving support as the front main lines clash. This is going to be messy. Especially if Setra get involved. Oh, that was beautiful, that. That was almost like a carpet bombing just before the main hit got in. Oh, and there goes the Incarnation of Desecration. That's going to do a lot of damage there. Actually, these Tigers will do a lot of damage on the offensive. We pretty much destroyed that Eternal Guard straight away. In comes the cavalry. One group going straight for the spell singer that I found by mistake. He just got hit by a tree. And the next group are going to come around and try and get into these Glade Guard, the Hagbane tips. On the flank here, we've got the Glade Lord moving in and the Wild Riders. They've got behind this Nakura Wars and they will destroy them quite thoroughly. As you can see there, and we got the Internal Guard better than them. Oh, that was a nice hit, and then hit them as well. Worth it. There goes the first regen for the Tomb King army, and they're all trying to snipe those guys off. Here comes the Way Watchers. Oh, gotta be careful of them. They will do a lot of damage. There you go. Good volley there. Cavalry in the back done a lot of damage, but they are now being swamped and picked out, and the Skeleton Horsemen here, I believe, got hit by dwellers from below, which is why they've certainly been decimated by a single spell singer on a horseback. As you can see though, Setra is just having a good time smashing through the front lines. It's the main line engagement has been won by the Tomb Kings, but now we're pushing into their second line. Got some Eternal Guard, that being a pain. We also have the Glade Lord who is mixing in with these archers, and we've... Oh, yep, pretty much destroyed them single-handedly. Very nice there. We also have these guys, the Wild Riders, have charged into the Skeleton Archers here, but the next wave of regen has kicked off, and we are now actually pushing them back, which is great. But while this is happening, the Casket of Skabs has been attacked by the Glade Lord. Also, Setra has actually been netted as well, so that's going to stop them. Not sure what kind of animation's that for an attack. But, oh, we've had the third wave come in, because it's sharp to have been summoned at the back here, cutting these archers down. But if the War Dancers are now close by, and the Glade Guard, they will be taking them out quite quickly, but we're holding them back here. These guys are still being a pain. We'll have to deal with them shortly. In fact, why are these guys just stood here? Shadow, move them. Do something useful with them. Setra and these Spearmen are finishing off these Glade Guard, but these guys could be charged. There they go. They're now charging in. Could have saved a lot of damage there. Believe that the Casket of Souls is still going. He's crumbling. Oh, there goes another hit by the Glade Lord. Boom. Yep. So that's been taken out. But now all these archers will focus on them. It's not looking good with it now. The front line is now being beaten by the second line of Wood Elves and the guys that are rallying back. And with this archer support coming in from the flank, they will just decimate this unit here. They will destroy them all if I'm not careful. Wow, there's so much going on here. And as you see on this flank, yeah, there's not many there, but they've caused a lot of damage to these rear units. And over here, Setra's doing his thing of his puppy, just charging in there, cutting up archers as you go. The Spearmen are taking out the Spell Singer. That's because they've had the Cursed Blades Incarnation dropped on them, so they're doing a lot of damage against that Spell Singer. Way Watchers trying to get some shots into support. As you see though, these are actually destroying the Internal Guard very nicely, and he's just chasing them off. Very nice. Good Setra. If we look on the hill, so it's kind of all over the place at this moment. The hill, it looks like, is being beaten by the Glade Lord. He's scaring off the skeleton archers. I'm trying to move back while these guys get some great shots off with the great bows. The front line is actually, though, I think it's probably a draw. We've pretty much destroyed all them, but we've got so little health, and these archers, it's going to finish us off. Yeah, so it's pretty much going to be a draw. No one really won that, because everybody died in the centre. Got some reinforcements here, but this is what's going to be the problem now for Shadow of his Tomb Kings, is the fact that all this range stuff is going to be a real pain to deal with. Right, over here. Oh, Spellsinger's back. Oh, the Dreaders from below. Straight on those great bows. That's going to cause all sorts of problems. But can I just point out, in the meantime, these skeleton archers have just broken a Glade Lord. Don't happen often. There you go. About a third or a quarter of the health has gone. Spellsinger's now trying to come in and deal with these archers. I think the archers are going to crumble, to be honest, and finish off. So we've just got all that's left on the hill is those guys here. Left of the centre is a couple of War Dancer units that are kind of gathering together. Got the Spearmen here taking on these guys quite nicely. Cetra is not doing very good on health. He's only got about 1,000 health remaining, and he's been shot in the back, but they've just ran out of ammunition as well. And I believe I've got a unit. Here they come, another unit coming in here. But these last few shots are going to be vital. And here comes the War Dancers now, straight into Cetra. But here comes the Shabti as well, charging straight from. Oh, that's a lot of damage, Also, I believe, yep, Incarnation of Cast Blade has been dropped on the Shabti, so they're going to just destroy them now. Slowly cutting through these guys. But it's all going to come down to, can the archers finish them off pretty much? We've got another group over here charging through. Charging through the internal guard. As you see, they're pretty much their morale gone. In comes the Spellsinger. But Cetra has just been taken out by a Spellsinger of life on a horseback. That is not good for Shadow and his Tomb Kings. As you can see, a lot of them are now going to start crumbling and falling apart. So it's more a matter of, at this point, I think, in the final minute of the game, for Shadow Online Gaming with Tomb Kings, just to kill as many Wood Elves as you can, because we all know I hate Wood Elves. They're just vile things and just not helpful for anyone. So I believe the Spellsinger, yep, as you can see, but they are all routed, even though the band's power is hugely in the Wood Elves' favour. There's a lot of them starting to break and shatter, so we might be able to actually, just one unit at a time. There goes the Spearmen, they're just completely destroyed themselves. Got these Way Watchers caught in melee, but while they're fighting, these guys are using every last shot they've got to do as much damage as possible. Slowly but surely it's running down. It's all down to this now. Don't think there's anyone else left pretty much. Yep. So I believe they're going down. Slowly but surely. Then we got these guys rallying, but they don't really have any ammo left. Well, I think they've got like one volley left. But now these guys are starting to crumble, which is not going to be good for Shadow. What amazing last game we've got, guys. Fantastic free games. Here they go. An epic charge across the field. Could Shadow win this? Or is Luck just going to say no? Yeah. Yeah, this is Shadow for you. And one volley. And they're out. And that is a win for BlackIron. What a match, though. Well, that was absolutely brilliant. Right down to it. If they had got into that charge and broke them, who knows? So, if we have a look, Cetra then perhaps we've got 101 kills. Pretty sure we got that in the last game, didn't he? Probably. Got the Skeleton Spearmen at 32. The Necro Warriors got 27, 68, 55, and an impressive 73. We then have Skeleton Archers at 3 and 4 kills. The Skeleton Horsemen, as you can imagine, did practically nothing, unfortunately. So did the Tomb Scorpion, got pinned down and killed. Sabti got 108. The Children of the Gods got 50. And the Casket of Souls, 56. Great fun using that. BlackIron, with his Glade Lord, got 63 kills. The Spellsinger of Life got 18. And then we have the Eternal Guard, the front line, 32, 19, and 3. The flank units got 7 and 39. The War Dancers, as expected, 106 and 57. The War Dancers, the Spears, got 24. Then we have the Glade Guards with 57 and 14. The Way Watchers, again, bit of a mixed bag, 14 and 42. And of course the Wild Riders scored, as well as always, live 70. We're going to move over to the table now and have a look how that's positioned, everyone. So, sitting comfortably at the top with 3 wins out of 3 played is Turin. We then have Jenna on occasion, who's played 4 games, won 3 of them and lost 1. The same for a BlackIron, who's played 4, won 3 and lost 1. Then have TzuDevil, who's played 4, but he's lost 2, won 2. Ragnarok got 3 played, 1 win, 2 losses, and good old Shadow Online Gaming Jetta representing Great Britain as usual. 3 played, 3 losses. Well done, guys. You know, doing the country proud. And we'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't hit that subscribe button there, please do so You get to see then every battle in this tournament and of course future tournaments. Hit that like button if you like what you saw. Do comment below and hopefully I'll see you for the next one. Till then, take care.